Yeah. They wait for validation from a throne that doesn't see them, begging for a scepter from a system that doesn't need them. I took the jewels from my own mind, the cloth from my own loom. The ceremony was a mirror, I performed my own self-coronation in the gloom. Crown yourself. Be your own king. Be your own king. Be your own king. You remember Ray who shined the shoes outside a hotel door? He seen the moguls come and go, the limousines, the poor. They drop a dime, avoid his eyes, a transaction, nothing more. A ghost in their grand narrative, a smudge on the marble floor. But Ray changed the narrative, not with words, but with his stance. He bought a velvet cushion for the client's feet by chance. He used 3 different brushes, each a ritual defined. A polish so impeccable it occupied the mind. He spoke not to the person, but to the shoe with a respect so deep that the man inside the leather felt the reverence he had to keep. He didn't ask for more, he acted like the curator of art. And soon they tipped him like a king, a role he did in part. They wait their turn for Raymond, not the other way around. His shop a throne of leather on that concrete ground. He crowned himself the master of the one thing they all needed. By treating his low labor like a calling, he succeeded. The crown was in the adjective, it was in the elevated craft. In a solid understanding that he set the price to laugh. You don't get respect by asking, you build a kingdom in your skill. And force the world to bow before the altar of your will. They wait for validation from a throne that doesn't see them, begging for a scepter from a system that doesn't need them. I took the jewels from my own mind, the cloth from my own loom. The ceremony was a mirror, I performed my own self-coronation in the gloom. Now look at the freelance writer in a studio apartment, bidding on jobs that treat her like a replaceable component. Emails start with hey, no title, deadlines tight and vague. A digital peasant in the economic plague. She made a self-coronation on a Sunday silent stern. She built a personal website that the corporate sites would yearn. Not a resume, a palace testimonials, his dress, her rates listed as royal decrees, putting confidence to test. She stopped saying I'm available, she started saying I consent. My calendar holds audiences, the old power job effing rent. Clients now approach with please, but would her highness have the time? The same work now commands triple, for the context was sublime. She crowned herself the sovereign of her specific niche expertise by acting like the throne existed, putting newcomers at ease. The marketplace is crowded with the desperate and the meek, who beg for recognition with a timid weekly streak. But the self-crowned queen project around where she's the source of grace, and they pay to enter her domain and meet her eye to face. Don't apply for kingdoms, declare your borders, set your tone. And self-coronation is the act of sitting on your own throne. They wait for validation from a throne that doesn't see them, begging for a scepter from a system that doesn't need them. I took the jewels from my own mind, the cloth from my own loom. The ceremony was a mirror, I performed my own self-coronation in the gloom. And in this open source arena where before started zero line, the trap is acting like a peasant in a free-for-all design. Posting here's the thing I made with an emoji shine, sure, awaiting the approval of the digital mobs, the law. My self-coronation was a custom GPT, trained on my own lyrics, my own voice, my philosophy. I don't release a track, I drop a decree from the lab with cover art that looks like relics with a sigil and a stab. I built a lore around the aliens, a mythos, a birthright, so every piece of output feels like echoes of my light. I engage not as a user, but as an architect of rounds, overwhelming simple feedback with my self-made sturdy hounds. When critics come, they aren't reviewing just a song, they're grappling with a sovereign's output, knowing they belong to the audience. And I'm the one who grants the interview, the power get 80 split, but just I left it like it's true. That the eye is the forge, while I am the royal smith, the one who names the currencies of cool on which the smith is lit. So take the chaos of creation, the infinite, the free, and build a throne room in the cold where only you hold the key. The final move in any game is to anoint your own name. Self-coronation is the spark from which the lasting flames came. Crown yourself, be your own king.